Hi everybody, welcome to Water Street Studios in Batavia. My name is Mark Adams. I'm an artist here, resident artist here in Studio 2 and King County Magazine Artist of the Month. So if you are out and about, Starbucks in St. Charles, I believe they have it there. Water Street here has some issues, so you can pick that up and find out more information about me through that. Basically, what I'm doing today, I'm not doing any metal work or anything like that. I'm just doing short tutorials on casting and then show you some work that I'm in the process of working on and a couple finished pieces too. So I'll apologize for the camera moving around. I'm gonna have to take it off the tripod to show you guys some of these pieces here, and then we can go more into depth on what I'm doing and the process from start to finish. So I'm just gonna move this here, and we'll start down here. This is a commission piece for Ross Contemporary. I don't know if you can see it here. That's Terry Ross, and I'm on his website. It's rosscontemporary.com, and he is an art broker. So I did this piece. Just finished it a month ago, so waiting on a delivery at Zao Brothers in Chicago. So this is where that's gonna get placed. So basically, what I did here was I took, he was a swimmer, had trophies. I don't know if you guys remember the old school, I don't know, they're kind of tacky, but the stands they were on were outdated, so he wanted an assemblage piece that would tie all that together, and he's a big watch fan too, so I made this have like a grandfather clock type effect, and instead of a digital readout here in the center, it's called a shock fossil. So basically it's a piece of acrylic that has been negatively charged through this process. There's a place in Newton Falls, near Newton Falls, Ohio, that luckily I was lucky enough to go to. The guys from Fermilab had let me go with them, so I brought some of my own acrylic and ran it through this process, which I'll probably just do once. It's a pretty expensive process, but I'm happy I got the chance to go and hang with the guys and see how it all works. So this, again, this is gonna be on display at the Zao Brothers in Chicago. You can check them out, zaobrothers.com. And they have a huge facility there that this work's gonna be displayed at. So basically we'll go over to the casting process. So the casting, basically what you do, you start out with a piece of wood. This was just a chunk of wood. There was no curves or anything that you see here. That was all carved by hand. And basically you carve it all by hand, you cut it in half, as this one is right here, and you do a pegging process. So you peg it so this gets mounted on a plate. This gets smushed together, and then this will mount on a big plate that goes in this this casting machine that smushes sand, black sand around the piece, and then it's pulled apart, and then what you're left with is a cavity of this exact piece. So that eventually gets filled with what we're going to here, which is aluminum. You can cast it out of silicone bronze too. This is in the works. I still have to do some cutting away, as you can see here with the lines, and some polishing, which this is just the rough piece of this, but I'll show you a finished one here from this piece, and this piece is that. So that's the finish. This is also aluminum, and this was sent in to get chrome plated. You're really not supposed to chrome plate aluminum. It's just the process of adhering different alloys to one another is kind of tricky. So, but luckily it took, and the chrome finish is still in good shape. And this one is one I just had done. This is out of silicon bronze. And all this work you can find locally at Batavia Foundry. The gentleman there, he's really generous on doing prototypes. So this is also a prototype, but this is gonna be probably left as silicon bronze. I won't do a chrome plating on that, but it'll be similar in shape and design of this one here. And then here's one that is in the works. This is, I'm not sure what transformer this is. This is for a customer. I believe it's Megatron. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but so this was 2-part epoxy, and I let it dry, and then I went in and carved everything away. So that you have to mount it on a plate of some sort so it doesn't move around, and this will get pegged to the wood as well. A sand casting or a sand press will be made of this, and then this will be also silicon bronze, chrome plated. On to the next, we'll go over to this piece here. Is second design I did. I did one for a bar out in the city of Chicago roughly 3 years ago. I decided to make another one. This one I'm going to do a little differently, but basically this is foam, like styrofoam, and carve that from a solid block. Actually, I had to glue several pieces together. You can see these lines here. Once that was done, then I carved that all the way and formed it into the top end of a rocket. This will have a door. This will be chrome plated as well, these fins. So in this process, this isn't a sand cast. This is going to be a fiberglass wrap. So I'm going to wrap this in fiberglass, and that will be sanded down. I'll probably put like a leveling solution, like a Bondo or something, over the top of that to lightly sand everything and make it nice and smooth. Here's another one that's in the works. This is a series. It's going to be a series of brains done kind of abstract in design. This is the first one of the series. I wanted to show this glass piece to everybody because he's an amazing glass